Hello everyone, this is Phantom here, and today I have yet another Avengers X Rated story. So on my Wattpad recently, I had decided to make an Avengers X Rated book, and I decided who better to kick off the book than one of the most loved of the Avengers, Loki. And I recently started looking up some Loki X Rated fanfictions because I was curious about him, and I soon became a really big Loki fangirl. And I decided, you know what, why not make a story out of him? And I figured that since Halloween is coming around soon, and that the month of October is right around the corner, I decided why not celebrate with a story about him. Let's get started. Tony Stark had recently decided that since the Halloween season was coming close, why not have a party to celebrate that spoopy holiday? His original idea was that everyone wear costumes of each other. An example of him is him dressing up like Steve Rogers and vice versa. But nearly everyone disagreed with that idea, so he was shot down real quick. So he pouted and allowed everyone to dress casually. You watched everyone mingle, drink, and even dance to the Halloween music. You, however, were enjoying some grape vodka and grape soda to help with your sour mood. You never really liked the idea of going to parties, because you were always left to yourself and your drinks. You weren't exactly complaining about being left alone, but you weren't exactly happy with the idea either. For your outfit, you decided to rock some black jeans with skull buttons on the sides, a black t-shirt with your favorite band on the chest, and some black combat boots. Your hair was in a messy ponytail and you're wearing several emerald and ruby rings on your fingers to add a little color to the outfit. As you were drinking, leaned up against the wall next to a table and two chairs, you spotted the one and only Loki from the other side of the room, staring at you. Despite your confusion, you smiled and held eye contact with him as you took another sip from your drink. He smirked and walked towards you. Lady, your name? That's me. And you were the one and only Loki. You've heard of me? He said with a twinkle in his sky blue eyes. How could I not? The god of tricks and lies, and the handsome adopted brother of Thor. He chuckled slightly. I don't believe I've ever been called handsome. You giggled and playfully punched his shoulder. Oh, I doubt that. Well, you are quite ravishing yourself. You felt a light blush go through your chest. Wow, you're a first. People usually think I look like a frickin' emo, you said with a scowl. Emo? He said with a hint of confusion in his voice. You giggled lightly and took another sip of your drink. It's short for emotional. People think emos are these giant freaks who want to kill themselves and crap. Loki went silent. He looked you up and down, his eyes scanning over every single angle and curve on your body. You suddenly felt awkward as you thought to yourself, oh my god, is he freaking checking me out? I probably look like a stupid goth to him. Wait, why do I care about so much about what I look like to him? It's never been that way before. I mean, he's cute. Who am I kidding? He's freaking hot. Wait, why is he smiling like that? Your thoughts were then cut short by him chuckling darkly. You are aware that I can read minds, right, lady, your name? You went dead silent. He read every thought that was roaming through your head, including when you called him hot. Your face turned as red as rose and you covered your face in your hands. You felt so embarrassed you wanted to cry. Lady, your name? He then managed to pry your hands away from your face, but your eyes were closed tightly. He smirked and whispered quietly so that only you could hear him. Look at me. His voice was smooth as silk, and if it weren't for him holding your hands, your legs would have probably given out. Even though your mind screamed at you desperately not to look him in the eyes, you slowly opened them. When you did, you felt as if your heart would explode. But at the same time, you were completely lost in his greenish blue eyes. I don't think you're emo. I don't think you're a goth, whatever that is, and I think you're beautiful. He said as one of his hands caressed your cheek. Slowly, but surely, your confidence came back. Aren't I a lucky girl? Here I am, flirting with the super cute god of tricks and lies, you said with a grain of sauciness in your voice. You twirled a strand of your hair around your finger as you looked at him with a twinkle in your eyes. Loki smirked, and then he looked around. No one had noticed the two of you getting friendly with each other, but Loki figured it'd be really awkward if someone did notice. He especially didn't want Thor or Tony to notice, because neither of them would let you two live it down. He looked back at you and smirked. Would you like to go someplace more romantic? Your face grew somewhat surprised at the question. You know he wasn't talking about sex, because he wasn't frickin' Tony. But if that wasn't the case, where do you want to take you? You nodded without putting much thought into it, and by the time your brain caught up, you guys were already someplace else. You looked around and gasped at the sight. You both were on a grassy plain with the stars shining above your head and a full moon to complete it all. The scene was almost too perfect, but to top it all off, Loki held out his hand to you. Would you like to dance with me, Lady Your Name? The mere fact that a little deity was willing to dance with you made you feel real damn proud. You chuckled and took his hand. Why not? You both began to slow dance together, and it nearly made your heart explode. Looking into his beautiful eyes, which were filled to the brim with love and care, made you feel like a princess. No, not a princess. A queen. And now for a time skip. The party was over, and thankfully no one spotted you two. Loki dropped you off at your room, and you stopped him when he attempted to leave. Loki, there's something I kind of been wanting to do. He chuckled darkly and caressed your hip softly. His touch left shivers up your spine, but you somehow kept your composure. What would that be, Lady Your Name? He rolled your eyes playfully. I think you know what it is. Before you could say any more, you kissed him on the lips. Since he was over 6 feet tall, you had to stand on your tippy toes just to kiss him. Loki noticed this and leaned you both downwards. He put his delicate hands on your waist and he tingled your fingers through his silky black hair. He smirked against your lips and you both pulled away soon after for air. Thanks for such a great night, Loki. Maybe we can go out again tomorrow? I'd love that, my queen. You giggled and gave him a short hug before going back into your room. Both spent that night awaiting for tomorrow to come. The end. And before anyone points it out, yes, I actually did look up how tall Loki the character is. Not the actor, but the character is, because I figured that'd be interesting to know. And he was over 6 feet and 4 inches tall. So he's practically a giant. He's over a foot taller than me. Excuse me. And that's whenever I added that small little detail in there, because the Raider is quite... I would say that the Raider was quite an average height, you know, being 5 feet tall, maybe, and everything, because I'm 5'1" and everything. And people comment that I'm actually kind of tall for my age, even though I kind of find that really weird. I don't think that I'm all that tall, even though I'm like 15. Anyway, guys, this has been super fun to do and everything, and I have a couple more Avengers X-Raider stories planned, such as Doctor Strange, such as Peter Quill X-Raider, and a Rocket X-Raider. And I also have some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stories coming out very soon. But until then, guys, this is Phantom Rider, and I'll be seeing you all very soon. Bye-bye!